Hey pretty girl, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen Jasmine and today we're doing a chatty get ready with me. Honestly, I miss you guys and I miss YouTube so much, so of course we had to come back with a chatty get ready with me. Honestly, it just felt so good to just catch up, let you guys know what I've been up to, and just be back on YouTube. I am so sick of TikTok and Instagram. Like, I needed a long form video. Video is just honestly really chill, just talking, chatting, any other things. Also, comment down below what's been going on in your life because I'm deeply curious and they can add to our conversation. I don't want to drag out this intro too long, so let's get started. Today we're going to be getting ready and I want to show you guys my updated makeup routine. I do say because I try so many products on a daily basis, they're just products that get rotated, so it's more so about the technique that I use. But today I have to go to Home Goods for some things and I just have a few errands to run, and I also have class today, so we're just going to do a quick little get ready with me and I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing recently. I've been absolutely loving, so let's get started. First things first, before I do any skincare, by the way, this is my bare skin. Like, oh, she's getting so much better. I prefer doing my brows first before I do any skincare because I feel like my brows definitely stick a lot better. I'm using the UK Brow Sculpt, which is literally a $16 dupe for the Refi. They sent this to me and I was like, oh wait, this is so cute. Why did I open the packaging? It was exactly like Refi. Also, I just like it because it's like the packaging is a little bit bigger than Refi. I cover a lot more surface area, which I can also get either or. The formulas to me, and I've tried a lot of formulas, are the exact same. So now that I know, I'm definitely gonna stock up on the UK brow, and every so often I'll go and get Refi because I feel like it. But I love this formula of a brow sculpt. It's not watery like regular brow gels, but it's also not too thick like a brow wax, which is exactly what I like. I like something right in the middle. So this has been really nice for me. Also, now that it's winter, it has been so difficult to keep my skin from not being crazy dry. I actually need to go and put some hand cream on right now because my hands are ridiculously dry. Like, you can literally see the ash forming on my face. Literally, I love the way that makes my brows look. I keep one of these L'Occitane hand creams at my makeup desk because my hands get so disgustingly dry. It's insane. Like, I can't remember how many times I ended up watching a get ready with me or a video I posted back, and you can see the ash in the crevice of my fingers, and it was insane. It was absolutely insane. So we're not doing that. Like, even now, putting a big dollop of hand cream, my hands still don't look moisturized, but it's whatever. In terms of doing my brows, I've been getting a lot of questions. I think I'll do a dedicated brow routine one day, but I've been really liking these ABH brow pens. With the ABH brow pens, I feel like they tried it in the past, but I like this one so much better just because the tip is so much thinner. I feel like you can get really hair-like strokes because that looks like my brow. Every single time people compliment my makeup, the first thing they do is compliment my brows, and that makes me so happy. I literally can't focus right now, so I'm gonna finish my brows and come back, and then we can start the makeup because I'm not gonna focus. Okay, so I feel like you guys have already seen my prep in my last video, but I'm just gonna run through this really quickly. But I also wanted to catch up and let you guys know what's been going on with me for the month of January, because Valentine's Day is literally on Saturday, which is 2 days from now. I'm filming this on Thursday. I have a Valentine's this year, and I feel like sometimes, and I am not a big believer in spinning the block, but let's just say I spun the block. Well, the block was spun on me. I feel like that's the best way to say it. Like, the block was spun on me. The shot was successful. There was a guy that I used to work with years ago and we lost contact, and then a few years ago we reconnected on social media because we weren't living in the same place. And then from there we reconnected and just started like being really cool again. And then I went to visit him. Long story short, the block was spun and the shot was shot and landed, and now I have Valentine's. But yeah, there should be flowers on my door. That'll definitely be in the vlog, so I can't wait to show you guys. But I am so excited for Valentine's Day this year. I'm celebrating Valentine's Day twice. I am celebrating by myself because I'm here in North Carolina by myself. He lives in Arizona, which is another reason why I've been going to Arizona so often. Very committed relationship right now. I also want to prioritize myself. After I'm going to Arizona so he and I can do a bunch of activities. I want to go hot air balloon riding. I want to go canyon hiking. There's just a few things on my bucket list that I want to do. I also have a retreat coming up in a few months as well, so I'm super excited about that. Yeah, so many new things have been happening. I'm really happy. I've been in a good place, but I feel like with all good things there also comes like life's challenges. In the second week of January, I lost someone very near and dear to my heart. I struggled a lot with grief in that moment, and I'm still grieving and I'm still working through it. I think like last week I was talking about it and I literally cried on live because it was a lot. It was definitely a lot to get through my grief and just do something productive, and it feels really good to be creative and start creating content again. That has been something that I also struggle with, like just making sure that I create content, just like doing something positive with my life. I'm glad that the worst of it's over. I'm taking the Danessa Max Lift and Flex Concealer. I'm just gonna color correct just a little bit around my mouth. This is in the shade 15, which might seem light, but I promise you. But yeah, I miss long form makeup videos so much. I feel like everything is so short form. I feel like even posting on TikTok or Instagram, you really only have 1 minute and 30 seconds to post what you need to post. On TikTok, you have like the 3-minute mark, but still people stop watching after like the first 30 to 45 seconds. You don't really have time to explain all the things that you want to explain. And I feel like with YouTube, we can just chat and just be girls, and I miss that so much. I'll pop a little bit of this under my eyes too. I feel like my under eyes have also been looking kind of crazy. I feel like my skin has gotten to a place where it's definitely looking a lot better. My under eyes is just something that I'll probably need professional help for, but the rest of my face has genuinely been looking very good. Now for foundation, this is the latest find. This is the Patrick Ta Major Skin Foundation. I have been loving this foundation. I kind of like how lightweight it is, and I feel like it just gives the skin a healthy glow, which I need in the wintertime. Yeah, having a luminous foundation that has medium to like buildable coverage is something that I definitely look for in a foundation. I think as the weather starts to warm up and we enter spring, summer, this is gonna be a perfect shade match for me. I just use the pump and just spread it out over my face before I blend it because I feel like I get a more even blend that way. This is such a beautiful foundation. I love the way it wears. I feel like as springtime has been rolling around, I've been loving peachy blushes. All time last year, I was definitely into more brown blushes. As the seasons changed, I love bright colors. I think more in summer, I go into like orange and reds, but I think for springtime, pinks and peaches will always be my favorite blush shades on myself, I feel. For bronzer, I'm going in with my Say bronzer. This bronzer is very warm, but I don't mind it. I feel like a little bit of warmth on my cheek doesn't hurt anybody. I have been in a very loving relationship with Say Beauty. I think that it's one of those brands that have become a routine staple, especially on days when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. My only wish, and this is so niche, is that they came up with a mini sun melt bronzer, because this one is really big to carry when I travel. But if they had like a mini pot version, I would love to carry it whenever I go places, especially tropical places or places with a lot of heat like Florida, Arizona. I'm gonna add a little bit of my Westman Atelier contour stick as well, just because I want a little bit more depth in my cheekbones. It is such a beautiful like contouring shade. I'm thinking about what I want to do for concealer today. I think I might do my NARS Too Faced combo. I've been loving the formula of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Just don't like the applicator, but I'll look past it. This is in the shade Amon. I remember watching Jackie Anna's tutorials, and I would want the NARS concealer so bad. I was in high school, only for years later to NARS to send me this concealer, which is such an amazing thing about content creation. This is my second year as a full-time content creator. I must say, I'm very, very blessed. Feeling very grateful for the just this life. I have so much I could be like ungrateful for. Like, it's fashion week. This is my first fashion week I'm sitting out. And February is my favorite time to go because the winter fashion looks so much better. It's fine. I'll be there in September. I just remember the fact that I literally just got back from New York in November, and then I went again in December. If I don't go for February, I'll be okay because I'm probably gonna be back in, I'd say, in a few months. Like, I'm never not in New York. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to add my cream blush, but I feel like it's too late now. So I've been loving this combination here. This is Rhode Toasted Teddy, which y'all know has been, yeah, you guys know this has been my favorite blush as of late. I feel like it's just a perfect year-round blush. I love brown tones on my skin when I'm doing my makeup, and I just think that she looks absolutely gorgeous on the skin. This adds a subtle flush, and if you're my skin tone, like reddish brown shades look so good. I did a whole video on my TikTok about that. I'm currently going in with Joy from Rare Beauty. I just feel like peach blushes look really good on me. I've been trying a bunch of different unique blush combos. I hope my camera's picking it up properly because I'm still figuring out the settings, which, by the way, I mentioned that I'm filming on a new camera. On my birthday this year, I gifted myself the Sony a7C, and I bought a 20mm lens, which just happens to be perfect timing. Someone was selling their Sony a7C for 800 bucks, and I was like, I'm grabbing that. Like, those are big investments, so I wanted to start off with, I wouldn't say an entry level, but I didn't mind buying secondhand older model and always just like upgrade my lenses, and then once I feel like I get to a certain point with all my lenses, I can start buying the bodies that I want. On the same time that I saw the A7C, by the way, I'm using the Too Faced concealer in the shade Maple. No, Mocha. I'm using the shade Mocha, my bad. Around the time I saw the A7C, I saw someone selling their Sony 20mm lens. For powder, I'm setting with the Fenty Beauty powder. This is in the shade Cashew. I think this is the only powder that can stand next to Huda Beauty for me. I kind of remember what I was talking about earlier. I feel like I should make a note and like stick it in front of me, because how do I forget that already? So I think I was talking about like just being grateful, and I feel like it's so easy to fall down a path of all the things that you don't have or all the things that you're not attending, all the things that you're missing out on, you actually live that life, or you've done these things before. It's just not happening right now. I find myself going down a rabbit hole every so often of all the things that I don't have, or the things that I see my peers doing that I'm not doing, not in life, but just not right now. Just like finding myself in a very negative mindset. And I feel like the quickest way to lose everything that you've worked so hard for is ingratitude. When you tell God or the universe or even yourself that you're not grateful for where you are right now, you will never feel satisfied, and you'll enter this cycle of where you start shitting on yourself completely. Like, you keep bringing yourself down to the point where you're like, you know what, it's not gonna work out, so why even try? I feel like just because it's not the blessing that you see other people have, or the blessing that you feel like you deserve right now, doesn't mean that the blessing is not meant for you. And I feel like oftentimes we tend to forget that as human beings, which is such a dangerous mindset to have. It's not a good mindset to have at all. And like, the easiest cure for that is gratitude. Being grateful for where you are, being grateful for what you've been given, being grateful for what you've been able to create for yourself. And once you learn to do that, you become so much more in tune with yourself, and you become so much more available to receive blessings and just receive good things happening to you. And I'm not above calling myself out, you know. I feel like I definitely find myself in that like mindset of ingratitude, or finding that I should be grateful for more things instead of nitpicking my life and finding things to be upset about, or like actively looking for things that I don't have. I'm like, Kristen, you literally get to create content for a living. I'll be looking at other content creators, and like, just not just other content creators, but like my peers as well. I'd be looking at the things that they have and the life that they've built for themselves, and I start to feel really inadequate. I'm like, Kristen, every single time that you watch someone else's plate, the food on yours get cold. And I feel like I need to start reminding myself of that. That's why it's good to focus on yourself and continue to fill your own plate, pour back into yourself, and do things for you. And it's so easy to forget that. It's so easy to be caught up in what we don't have, or what other people have that we don't. When whole time, if you had what they had, it wouldn't work for you the exact same. I'm just putting a little bit of Fenty's bronzer and Mocha Mami on my eyes. You guys always wonder how I do my eyeshadow. I feel like bronzer on the lid, all around the eyes, I think works perfectly for me. It helps to enlarge my eyes and just to make them look so much bigger and so much prettier. And it's one of my favorite features about myself. The bronzer basically around the entire fold of my eye. It definitely makes my look so cohesive, because I do use a little bit of the same Fenty Mocha Mami as my bronzer. But we're doing more of a peach blush today, which has been one of my favorite combos. So I've been loving, and you don't have to use this one. This is the YSL blush in Peachy Nude. You guys know that I love my House Labs in Rosette. This is essentially another form of rosette, just a little bit lighter and just like a smidge peachier. Also taking a little bit of this orange blush from Juvia's Place. I think this look is coming together so pretty. I've been in this creative rut, and it's because I haven't been tapping into YouTube. I feel like long form content is such an art form. It takes a lot of time and energy to create a video that lasts like anywhere between like 8 to 20 minutes. That is such an underrated skill, and not a lot of people have it. That's why TikTok is so popular, because anybody can make quick 30-second videos, but to make videos of substance, I think that's why like I've always been a YouTube girl at heart. In fact though, I actually started off as a YouTube girl, and I branched out to other apps, but I definitely miss being able to come back to YouTube. When I was doing my like internal audit, I started comparing myself, and we all know comparison is a thief of joy and the stunter of creativity, because I started watching other people's vlogs and was like, oh, I don't do those things. Like, I stay inside all day, or I do these things. I'm like, Kristen, you can either like find new things to do with your life, or just post what you have. Like, it's okay. I absolutely stunted my own growth. Luckily, it's not too late, and I can still like recover myself. I definitely need to do a better job of just like tapping back into what I have and learning that what I have is okay. I feel like the more I get into content creation, and the more that I explore different forms of content or explore different things, I definitely hold myself to an impossible standard. And if I can't meet that standard, it's automatically branded as a failure. I can't just automatically brand something as a failure because my vision didn't come to life one time. I feel like it's very limiting. Actually, I don't feel like it is very limiting. And to be fair, we see so much of the same thing every day that we don't need another weekly vlog of somebody doing the same thing. Maybe what I have to offer is exactly what other people have been looking for. I'm gonna set my face using this Dibs Beauty Love Beam Setting Spray. I've been liking this a lot recently, just to like melt my powders together. And it's actually so fun to use this because this is a Love Beam Setting Spray, and we're in the season of love, so I thought it was very perfect. For mascara today, I want to do a high-end, low-end combo. Hourglass Unlocked Mascara, and then the Essence Lash It Out Limix. I'll try that today and see if we like it. I was rushing my mascara and then got it all over the place, meaning that I have to now be patient. That is a clear shot lesson of trying to rush and not being present in the moment. So many times that we know where we want to be, We know exactly what we need to do to get there, and the only thing that's required from us is patience that the right time is going to make itself available to us. But no, we're not gonna wait. We're gonna do what we feel is best. The whole time it sets you back longer than had you just waited for like a few more seconds. I think that's what I've been learning to do, is just like trusting that the process is working, even if I don't see it or not. Very much like if it's not working the way I wanted to, I will take matters into my own hand and like don't even worry about it, because I asked you, you didn't do exactly what I wanted, so now I don't really care anymore. I'm learning that I can't just do that, and I have to be faithful in the process, and also be faithful in the fact that I trust God or whoever to get a job done, and trust their capabilities to get it done, instead of like wanting to take things into my own hands all the time. One of the greatest things that I've been working on, and that honestly, like, too much control can be deeply problematic. Also, I'm going in with Mac Chestnut. I think I want to do something a little bit deeper, but nothing crazy. Gonna go in with Phantom Line from ABH. I think for lips, I want to do something more bronzy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of, which one is this? Status from Beauty Creations. I think we need to find some type of common ground, you know? For gloss, I'm doing Hot Toddy from Buxom. I've been loving the Say City set. This has been such a beautiful, just like finishing setting spray. I feel like this makeup video took me like almost an hour to film. Not an hour, it took me like 35 to 45 minutes to film. But on a day-to-day basis when I'm doing my makeup, it normally takes me about like 10 to 20 minutes, if that. Because I feel like I've perfected this routine from top to bottom. Like, I know my face. Okay guys, this is my finished makeup. This is the glam that I do just about every day. Low-key, this is my everything glam. This is just the glam that suits my face best. And I'm still perfecting it. I'm still perfecting certain techniques. But I feel like it is so beautiful. If I forgot anything, I'll definitely make sure to put it in the caption down below. It just felt so good to chat with you guys. Also, let me know how you like the quality. I think I definitely want to make this my get ready with me camera and just like setup. It's just super fun, and obviously we'll use my other camera for other like simple things. If there's any other videos like a Q&A you want to see from me, or a step-by-step of this makeup look, because I feel like I briefly touched my products, but I didn't do like a full step-by-step just because I wanted to be more casual. If there's anything else that you want to see from me, absolutely let me know. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.